All right, Shalom. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachakwadash. And salutations to you sincere that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and in all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. So once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming in week in and week out to bring out the 100% truth of the gospel of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachakwadash. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, the God which the scriptures speak of. And our Lord Yahweh is only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly and willfully calls Jesus Christ, and the Racha Kwadash, which is the Holy Spirit. Yeah, and today is the Shabbat. Okay, so Shabbat Shalom. Our out here once again, the Hebrew Israelites bringing out the 100% truth of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahwashai, Ba'asham Racha Kwadash. And you know, it's funny because just now I just saw somebody jogging on by, even though today is Shabbat, but today is the Sabbath. But obviously they're not in the truth. But so let's go into that a little bit, because you have some of these other Israelite camps, and the teaching that is in the world is that the Sabbath is actually from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, right? Even now some walkie-talkie Christians that actually celebrate the Sabbath. I think they call them sabbaticals, I think it's Seventh Day Adventists that do that. Like I was saying, I think it's the Seventh Day Adventists, right, that do that celebrate the Sabbath, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. So that's what we'll start with. We'll go right into the celebration of the Sabbath, which is part of the biblical laws. Okay, so the first order of business, the book of Exodus, the 20th chapter. I'm just quickly turn on airplane mode just to make sure I don't get disturbed today, because who knows who might come ringing on my phone. But anyway, like I was saying, Exodus, the 20th chapter, right? So this is the book of Exodus 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth, the sea and all that is therein, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Right, and that's the significance of the Sabbath day, which is basically a day of rest, because that's what the word Shabbat means, right? It means rest. Hold on, so okay, let me just confirm that. Because I know that I know what means rest too. I don't know my data right now is to confirm that, but yeah, like I was saying, right, the beginning of the law of the Sabbath, the beginning of the law of the Sabbath, which is at the ending of the week. That is when the Sabbath is celebrated. And how do you calculate the weeks and the months? Because this is all this goes back into. In order to know when the Sabbath truly is, you have to know how to calculate the times and the seasons, which of course the scriptures gives us that understanding. So let me go to the book of Genesis, the first chapter, right? Because even outside of Bible prophecy, outside of calling our people to repentance in this truth, right? The Hebrew Israelites aren't just a bunch of jakes, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Even though the discoverers will only focus on the Southern Kingdom, on the so-called Negroes, but we aren't a bunch of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians that just staying out on the highways and byways and screaming, "The white man is going to die! Death to the white man! Death to the white this and that!" No, right? What we are focusing on is teaching the proper understanding of the scriptures, the words of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and whether our people hear or forbear, because that is who this message and these teachings are for. At the end of the day, the word of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has gone out. So this is the book of Genesis. So this is the book of Genesis 1 verse 14. And the power said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years, and let them be the and let them be and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And the power has made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. So the sun, the moon, and the stars are made for calculation of times and seasons, right? That's why you have certain constellations on certain months of the year. That's why you see different constellations in the sky, your Pleiades, your Orions, and things of that nature. You know what time of the month it is. That's why if you look up in the sky now and look at the stars, you can even tell where you are on the earth, right? Because there are some stars that appear in the sky in one part of the world that don't appear in the sky in another part of the world. And that is how it was set up by the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The sun and the moon too, okay? Giving their lights at certain times. But now I've gotten this back. So let me get this. Real quick. The meaning of the word Sabbath in English. And the reason I don't have any data right now. Let me just see whether I can just force it to come out. Okay. So Sabbath, or according to the Hebrew, Shabbath. Yeah. So Shabbath means to rest. To rest from labor. Yeah. So I was right. So basically what Shabbath means is rest. Okay, so now that's what I was going into in the book of Genesis. It's talking about the splitting of hold on. Yeah, like I was saying, talking about the moon and the stars, right? Made for right, the moon and the stars made for declaration of time. So Let's go into that. Let me get that precept. Right. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 43 verse 5. Great is Yahweh that made it, and at his commandments it runneth hastily. He made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times, and a sign of the world. Right, so the sun, the moon, and the stars, and their significance is to be used in order to calculate time. So when the sun is out, right, you know it's day. When the moon is out, you know it's night. Right, when the different stars, different constellations represent different months. Okay, but the moon now serves a greater purpose because in this truth we go by the lunar calendar. In other words, the different moon cycles that you see all throughout the month, right? The new moon, the crescent moon, the half moon, right? Waning and waxing give us moons. This is what we use to calculate the times, right, and the seasons, and in order to know the beginning of a month and the subsequent week ending of the weeks to celebrate the Sabbath in, because the new moon is a Sabbath, and that's why you have Sabbath, today, Saturday sundown to Sunday sundown. Ecclesiasticus 43 verse 7. From the moon is the sign of feasts, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. Right, and that is representative of the new moon. The new moon is supposed to be a feast day according to the scriptures. Let me get that. So this is the book of 1 Samuel 20. Verse 5. Let me start from the top. Let me start from the top. So okay, I'm trying to figure out where to start from. 1 Samuel 20 verse 1. And David fled from Naioth in Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is mine iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life? So this is when, if you know the story of David, when King Saul was trying to put David to death. So David was on the run. And this is before he became king of Hebron. Because if you actually know the story, you know that David was king in Hebron before he became king in Israel. Right? So that's he was king in Hebron before he became king of Israel. And this is when Saul and Jonathan were still alive before they were put to death. Or rather before they were killed by the Philistines. But let me continue going on. 1 Samuel 20 verse 2. And he said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will shew it to me. And who should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. And let me jump down to the main point now. 1 Samuel 20 verse 5. And David said unto Jonathan, behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field until the third day at even. And at the point being is that the new moon was celebrated as a feast day in the Holy Land, in the time of our people. It was celebrated as a feast day because the new moon was the beginning of months. And that's what the scriptures say. And that's what the scriptures say, and we just read it right now. And the moon is a sign of feast, okay? So this is the book of Psalm 81, verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day. For this was a statute for Israel, and a law of the power of Jacob. Why? Because I went down first. Like I was saying. Why? Because that new moon is marked as that new moon is marked in the law as a celebration for our people. And that's why even in this truth we still teach to keep the Sabbath to the best of your ability, of course, because on this side you can't keep the law perfectly. So what we are doing is, as it is written, we are rehearsing the righteous acts. So this is the book of okay, in Judges. So this is the book of Judges 5 verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates. And that's exactly what we are doing on this side, rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High Yahweh, which are of course the laws, the statutes, and the judge and the commandments, and also includes the keeping of the law. Going out to the highways and byways and doing this work, man. This is all us rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High. So yeah, let's keep let me keep. We're still at it. So let me keep reading. Ecclesiasticus 43 verse 8. The month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. Right, because the moon represents the month, and the cycle of the moon represents the beginning and the end of a month. So from the new moon to the next new moon is one whole month. And I think that we're about to come into a new month, coming this next week, because after this Sabbath, right, we're about to go into another new moon, which marks the beginning of another month again, which marks the beginning of another Sabbath, because this 7-day week that we have currently, right, your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the like, this 7-day week, right, is based off the solar calendar, I should say the heliocentric model of of the calendar. I think it was said by I've forgotten the name of the person. Sorry, I've forgotten his name. Well, it was one of these Greeks, right? Copernicus, yes, Copernicus. I think it was Copernicus. I can't remember if it was Copernicus or not, but the person that started this whole using the solar calendar to using the sun to calculate time, which is what is currently being used in this kingdom, the solar calendar, right? But actually, the actual way to calculate times and seasons is by using the lunar calendar, and that's the reason why the dates are all off. That's why you have to you have 365 days in a year, but actually the actual year is like 365.4 days, which is why you need to have a leap year every 4 years in order to properly keep time in balance, right? And this leads me to the next topic I actually wanted to go into, which is how you have the devil, Esau, Edom, the so-called red man that is ruling over the earth, and he has changed As it's written. Let me go to that. Let me go to that. Let me go to that. That is in the book of I believe like Daniel, the 7th chapter. So this is the book of Daniel 7, verse 23. Thus he said, the first beast shall be the first kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down, and break it in pieces. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. And this is speaking about the current beast system that we're on right now, or the current rulership that we're on right now, because the first king, the first beast, is a representation of the kingdom of Esau Edom, the so-called red man that is ruling over the earth. And just like he is red, his kingdom is also represented as a red dragon, right? 7 heads and 10 horns. And that first beast, we are currently living in the time of that first beast. Okay, let's continue on. Now this is the book of Daniel 7 verse 25, and this is the main point. Daniel 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand for a time and times and the dividing of times. And that's exactly what Esau Edom has done. That's why the scriptures say that the whole earth is out of course. And I believe that is in the book of Psalms 86. So this is the book of Psalms 82 verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's why, we, the men of the Lord, are celebrating our Shabbat, the Sabbath on a completely different time, completely different season, using a completely different calendar from the way that it is celebrated in this world. Because the rulers of this world, which is the so-called red man, Esau Edom, has knocked everything really out of course, and that is because it is in the power of his hand to do, right? But just like the Sabbath, so like I was saying, just like the Sabbath, you have so many other things in this world that Esau Edom has turned upside down. Okay, as it is written. And let's go to that. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes 10 verse 6. Falling is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. That's it. You have and just to go into that, you see the way in which Esau Edom promotes and pushes all manner of wickedness, and not just wickedness, but vanity and stupidity as the main purpose of life, right? Whether it's so you should be chasing the bag, chasing money. That's the big thing that our people are concerned with, right? Enriching themselves, and not with actual riches, but rather with the riches of this kingdom, which is the dollar, right? Which is the other cash, the dollar, all this fiat currency. And that shows you that when the MOTB starts, when the MOTB is pushed, when Esau starts pushing that MOTB, right, a lot of our people will eventually take the mark. Even with those that know what the mark is, I'm talking about how, oh, they are a big bad Christian, this and that, you know. You already know, man, a lot of these Christians will eventually just fold and take that mark, which is the MOTB. And what I wanted to say was that I lost my train of thought again. Now I'm a little bit all over the place today. I'm trying to keep everything just smooth and streamlined, but eh, you know what the scripture says. Who can know? And let me go to that precept. Let me not butcher it. Let me go to the precept. This is the book of John 3, verse 8. The wind bloweth where it listeth, and thou hearest the sound thereof, but canst not tell whence it cometh and whither it goeth. So is everyone that is born of the Spirit. And sometimes the Spirit is just like that, carrying you from one place to the other. But that's what I was saying, right? When you have the wickedness, vanity is set in, is being promoted, is being celebrated in this kingdom, right? Where the focus of this kingdom right now is to fulfill the lust of your flesh, satisfy your greed, right? The whole world is under that corruption, and that is the corruption of Esau Edom. Because JK in Nigeria, they're wondering, why is the country so corrupt? Why is everything so bad? Why is it that the leaders are so corrupt? The country can't progress, and the reason why is because, first and foremost, once again, our praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash. Because you can never forget that if the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, did not want it to be so, it would not be so. So first and foremost, the reason why is because we are under the curses of the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, and we are under the hand of our oppressor that was set up by the left hand of the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Right? Now let's get to the general reason that everybody can understand, right? Because when you tell people, because you know how this truth is, man. When you give people the actual information and tell them what's really going on, right? They can't receive it because it is not for them to receive. When you tell them who their oppressor is, when you tell them who their enemy is, right? And the reason for the harsh captivity that they are under, why are they suffering? Why are they catching hell? Why are they going through what they're going through? Nigeria bad, Nigeria bad, Nigeria jaga jaga, right? Why are they going through that? And they will be unable to receive what you are giving to them. When we tell our people that this is a result of our disobedience, that the wickedness that we have committed against the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, they can't receive that. When we tell them this is punishment for our sins against the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, they can't receive that. Because there is a saying in the world like, what righteous God, right, would bring forth this much suffering? And they don't realize that. Let me get that precept. It pleased the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Let's get that. So this is the book of Isaiah 53, verse 10. This is the only one I can get. Hold on. Because I don't want to use that one, but if I can find another precept, I have to use that one. Okay. So the book of Isaiah 53, verse 10. Yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. And this is, of course, speaking of our Lord Yahweh Shai. And it's written, and as it is written, right? I please the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh to put him to death, okay, and to put him as a sacrifice for the sins of our people. So the fact that the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh has done this to our people does not make him any less righteous, right? And because, and let me go to this precept next, the book of Daniel, the 9th chapter. But you see, Jake can't see past their own hubris. Our people, or I should say, two-thirds of our people can't see past their own hubris. To them, to in their own minds, they are blameless, right? They are innocent. They did nothing wrong. Oh no, it's not their fault. It's the Most High Yahweh's fault, right? That they are in such a wicked state, right? And they are in such a poor, impoverished state that they are innocent of any wrongdoing. But this is the book of Daniel 9, verse 7. O Yahweh, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of faces, as at this day, to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee. O Yahweh, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. And that's the thing that, Jake doesn't realize, that we have sinned against the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh, as is written, even by departing, right? And by the sins that we have committed, both in this life and in the past, and in our past lives. Right, so what's what I was saying? Right, but what I was saying, and all this, or I should say, the understanding that our people once had, right? Because our people, the Israelites, okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the scattered Israelites that are scattered to the four corners of the earth, they have forgotten their heritage. They have been discontinued from their heritage, as it is written. And now the confusion that Esau Edom has brought on the earth, the subversion, right, turning things upside down that Esau Edom has brought on the earth, as let me get that precept. So this is the book of Isaiah 29, verse 16, and it will be better for me to explain my point if I use this precept. Isaiah 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. And that's the ideology that Esau Edom is pushing, that there is no wisdom, right, in the works of the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahweh. And there is no, that's why you have these people out there in the world that will tell you that everything is random, this and that, evolution, the Big Bang, all these pseudosciences that are being brought up in order to try and explain away or rationalize the reason why the world can exist without the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which at the end of the day it all falls flat, because you can't explain the Big Bang and say that, oh well, the universe came from nothing. How can something come from nothing? That is completely against the law of conservation of mass, right? Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but cannot be converted from one state to the other. That breaks the law of conservation of mass, and also the law of conservation of momentum, which basically states that any moving body, right, it has a constant state of movement. I don't know how to explain the law of the conservation of momentum, but it breaks those two fundamental laws of physics, right? The same thing with evolution. It breaks a lot of the fundamental laws of physics and biology that we already understand. But of course, as it is written, folly is set in great dignity. If you really scrutinize some of these quote unquote scientific theories that are prevalent right now, you realize that they don't really have any actual backing in what in the science that it's based off of. But these are the parts of this is how Esau Edom came to the earth and deceived the whole world, causing them to believe a lie. Another, of course, includes Job 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof, which of course the lie includes who the true Israelites are, who the Most High is, right? Because the greatest trick, the greatest deceit is the deceit of wacky-tacky plantation Christianity that Esau Edom set up on the earth. And now you have people bowing to this false Messiah, these false saviors, and falsely believing that, oh well, the so-called white man is that representation of the Most High, the prophets, so on and so forth. But that is not the case, because even the scripture shows you that which is why which is why you're about to see these devils really come out and show, really, they're about to really come out and show their horns and show that they are the wicked, which the Bible speaks of. Because, hey, inside them is about to prepare and bring true hell on the earth, right? Because right now their agendas are being exposed, they are being exposed as the wicked, and their plans and their wicked actions are being exposed. So eventually, these devils are just going to say, oh, the hell, they're already even doing it right now. Because they're not hiding their intentions anymore. Like they're not hiding and doing covert operations anymore. All their operations, all their wickedness is out in the open. They've already been exposed, right? Whether it's Amalek, the small hearts, or whether it's or whether it's Babylon, or whether it's the beast itself, NATO and the EU, they've already been exposed, right? Their wicked ways have already been exposed, and the whole world are beginning to see these. Yeah. So the book of Revelation 8, verse 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpets of three angels which are yet to sound. Right. And that's all that is coming on the earth. Lamentation, mourning and woes. And don't blame us. Don't call us prophets of doom. We are men of the Lord, right? We preach and prophesy the truth of the Most High, however, it's not our fault that the truth is lamentations, mourning, and woe. Or in other words, prophecies of doom, okay? Because that's what's about to happen. That is all that is coming upon this kingdom, upon this world. Lamentations, mournings, woe. Really doom. But the Most High, however, is bringing. And we have been sent here to prepare our people for the things that are coming upon the earth and the things that hell are already happening right now, right? Because what we are giving our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. What we are doing our people are the words of the Most High, however, coming outside. The prophecy of the Most High, however, coming outside. And let me get a scripture. So this is the book of Amos 3, verse 7. Surely at the one Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. The lion has roared, who will not fear? And the one Yahweh has spoken, who can but prophesy? And the prophecies that we have been giving are not prophecies of peace, right? Of prophecies of prosperity, or that the future and things to come are going to look up. Well, of course they are, but not on this time, not on this side, not in this side. But immediate prophecy tells you that there are times that are coming up, and I've already read that precept. That is in the book of Daniel, the 12th chapter, of the times that are coming that are like no other, like the time of Jacob's trouble. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16, verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war, and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right. And that's the thing that we're in right now. We're already in time where all these evils are coming. Right? And the evils are, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted, okay? The evils are sent by the Most High, how about Shami outside? Where's my answer? But like I was saying, the evils are sent by the Most High, how about Shami outside? And let's continue reading. Let's continue reading. Now, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for our men. But for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right. So the evils are sent as scourges for our men. You know, basically the whoopings for our people to repent and to return to the Most High, however, but you still have so many of our people that refuse to repent and return to the Most High. Or will choose to continue in their wickedness. Just they're basically they are stuck in their ways. Right? That something has been put before them and they have stumbled and fallen, snared and taken as it's written. Right? But ultimately, this truth is not for everybody, man. It's not for all of our people. So you can't even get mad when they get pissed off, right? But at the end of the day, the judgment of the Most High, however, Shami Oshai will still rain down like water against our people, against two-thirds of our people. Doesn't mean be a part of the number of the elect, not of the two-thirds of us. Nobody will see that. Right, but let's get back, right, let's get right back into it. And that's the time that we're in right now. Times of sorrows and great trouble. Right, like I was saying, times of sorrows and great trouble, right? Because we are facing currently, and we are at the end of the world. So nobody can even deny that fact anymore, right? We are already at the end of it all, at the end of things, and the return of our Lord our shine is imminent. Okay? We are inching closer and closer to the return of our Lord our shine. What was that return represent for? deliverance, right? I'm saying right. What are return referring to? Of course, deliverance. But for all that, he said are still going to be prepared. And to say, let me look at that. Let me go to let me fix that. Fix that. Maybe around. Like, but this fixing that maybe around. So this is the book of Daniel 12, verse 9. Daniel 12, verse 9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed, till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And like I said, right, this truth isn't for everybody, but rather this truth is only for the elect of the nation of Israel. And Lord really will be a part of that number. Right? Let me really put that number. Right now, you see what is happening, what's going on the earth. So let me go to the book of Habakkuk 1, verse 4. One of my favorite scriptures. So this is the book of Habakkuk 1, verse 4. Therefore, the law is slack and judgment does never go forth. For the wicked does compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded. And the point I'm trying to get is that the wicked are compassed about the righteous because, as you already know and as you written, that there will be far more that are destroyed than saved. And let me go to that precept as well. In the book of 2nd Ezra, in the 9th chapter. So this is the book of 2nd Ezra 9, verse 15. I have said before and now do speak. I will speak so hereafter. That there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. Right, now that's just to set your mind to the idea of that basically. There are far more of our people that are in wickedness than our people that are in righteousness. As pretty, that is the separation between the Christians and the wicked. And you already know, if you know that your fraction, Christian is the majority, right? And one third is the minority. But when it comes to our people, the wicked of our people are more than two-thirds of our people. Because that precept in the book of Zechariah, the 13th chapter, that really is only talking about America, Babylon the Great, where the bulk of the deliverance will come from. So the book of Zechariah 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third true part to the fire. I will refine them as silver is refined. I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. Right, so that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. You know, like I was saying, this only represents the elect in Babylon the Great. So one third of Greeks one third of the Israelites in Babylon the Great is delivered. When it comes to the other parts of the world, it will be far more than one third. That's why you see in the book of Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, that we just read. It said that the elect will be as like a drop compared to a rain. Okay, so the vast majority of our people will be destroyed, and only a small remnant of our people will be delivered. Why is that so? Because that is how the Most High, Yahweh Hashem had set it up from the foundations of the world. So this is the book of Romans, the 11th chapter. Let me come down. I haven't even reached Romans, the 11th chapter yet. Let me go to it in the. Let me use the Bible on the mobile to be faster. Romans 11, verse 1. I see that, had the Most High Yahweh Hashem cast away his people, God forbid, for I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Right, so the Apostle Paul is giving you his pedigree right here. The seed of Abraham, the tribe of Benjamin. So that shows you that the Apostle Paul was an Israelite through and through, right? But he had the Roman citizenship, and he took advantage of that Roman citizenship from time to time. But he was an Israelite man. Romans 11 verse 2. The Most High Yahweh Hashem our side has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. Right, because even the scripture tells you that. And let me go to that real quick. That should be the book of Amos. Okay. Isaiah 45 verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Right, so from the beginning of time, right, before there even were nations on the earth, the Most High Yahweh had already chosen our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to be his chosen people, right? To be his people, the Israelites. And that includes, of course, you people of Nigeria, you people of West Africa. You belong to the house of Israel, the nation of Israel. So now Romans 11 verse 2. The Most High has not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What he not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to the Most High, how about Hashem against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. All right, this was Elijah, right? What's Elijah? Yeah, it was Elijah. When Jezebel and Ahab was during the reign of Jezebel and Ahab, when Jezebel was hunting the prophets during that time, I think he killed like 400 or so prophets. And Elijah was the only one left surviving. Right, so let's continue reading. Let's continue reading. Romans 11, verse 5. Even so, then at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace then it is no more of works, otherwise grace is no more of grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more of grace, otherwise work is no more of works. Right. So a remnant has been preserved by the Most High Yahweh Hashem according to the election of grace. Yours will be a part of that remnant. And that remnant, of course, refers to the elect, ecclesias, Bachayar, when we read. And that is the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord willing will be a part of that number. And that's really with the most side. How about Hashem is dealing with on this side. Okay. And that is a small number. Because that's what the most High Yahweh Shah is doing. That is like I was saying. And that's what the most High Yahweh Shah was going to the Christian that couldn't find it. But that's what the most high Yahweh Shah is doing on this side. That it pleased him to deliver a small remnant of our people. And that is the elect, right? Deliver them from the time to come. But ultimately, as we know, all of our people, all of Israel will be saved. But this time, only the elect, that small number will be delivered. So yeah, you have them that have to be, like I was saying, you have them that are to be that are, which you said, being higher in number than the 110, right? Because right now in the kingdom that we're in, the whole earth, right now in the kingdom that we're in, wickedness has compassed the righteous because wickedness is in rulership in this kingdom. Okay, going back to the Greek Empire, going back to the beginning of the Greek Empire, and let's go to the book of First Maccabees. So this is the book of First Maccabees 1, verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And the Alexander was speaking about here is Alexander the Greek, okay? Alexander the Greek, okay? Alexander the let me stop here. But that demon Alexander that came into power and began to rule on the earth. And with his rule came this, let's get that. Now first Maccabees 1 verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, and so did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth, right? Because the wicked came into power, and evils were multiplied in the earth until it came to the point that we are in right now. When the wicked is in rulership and evil is all over the earth, wickedness is prevalent all over the earth, and that's what is being pushed, what is being promoted on the earth right now. Wickedness, right? Folly being set in great dignity, and the rich, which is of course the righteous, sitting in a low place, because the righteous act towards the Most High, Yahweh Shai, are not held in high esteem. In fact, it is condemned, right? That's why, even just ordinary keeping the Sabbath for one day, instead of first keeping the Sabbath holy, is condemned. Forget the hustle culture for a second, right? Forget the fact that you have to work on the Sabbath. I'm not talking about the Sabbath day as the day of rest. I'm talking about the Sabbath day as the day to keep holy. Because you see, a lot of these Israelite camps, they think that you can still have sex in the Sabbath. Right? Basically, what they are teaching is that you can profane the Sabbath. Because a part of the law of the Sabbath is to keep the Sabbath holy. Right? Even though the scripture tells you that the act of sex itself is unclean, as it is that if the seed of population is that. So this is the book of Leviticus 15, verse 16. And if any man's seed of population go out from him, Then he shall wash all his flesh in water, and be unclean until the evening. Right, so you know, if you ejaculate, you just say like you are unclean until the next day. Basically, you are unclean then. And the scripture tell you that you should keep the Sabbath day holy, right? But some of these Israelite camps see that you can still keep the Sabbath. And it's mainly these Israelite camps that don't even know when the Sabbath actually falls on. And that's what this kingdom pushes, right? Nothing even from today that is the Sabbath day. It's already, it's already teaching you to profane the Sabbath day, which is supposed to be a holy day unto the Most High, how about Shami or Shai, right? Because you still have people still working on the Sabbath, right? And doing all manner of wickedness and unsaying things on this same Sabbath day. That shows you, man, hey, there's no righteousness in this kingdom. There's no righteousness you have in this kingdom in the name of the Lord, but that's few and far between. Now, Leviticus 25, and I continue on. Leviticus 15, verse 7. Let me explain that. That's the point I'm getting the voice. Let me leave it at that. Seed of population. Like I was saying, and that's how it is in this kingdom right now. The wicked are in rulership, wicked bearers rule. And that's why there's so much help. There is so much money, so much war going on in this kingdom right now. I was even watching a video of the Palestinians, because that's still a thing, right? The Palestinians protest. And we are protesting outside of the DMC because they want Kamala to so badly fight for Palestine and fight for the interests of Palestine, which of course you all know that's not going to happen. Amen. As long as the state of Israel exists in that land, the Palestinians will still continue to be victimized by them because that's how this kingdom operates, man. The kingdom of Esau Edom. Because that's how these devils operate. As it is written, woe to the bloody city, like the prey departed not, right? Now that's like 15 of that's what I wanted to do. Let me just go to Leo instead. Let me just do Leo instead. This is what I wanted to do. So this is the book of Nahum 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of wheels, and of the crashing of horses, and of the jumping of chariots, right? Operation and war. That's actually what that represents. The noise of the whip, which is the noise of oppression, prancing of chariots, the noise of the singing of horses and jumping of chariots, which is basically going into the war machine, right? And the same thing is happening in Palestine right now. We have them being bombed out of their minds by the small arms, right? By the citizens of Israel. And that will continue as long as those Israelis dwell in that land. So, amen. It's what it is. It's what it is. The Palestinians are not going to go down. So this is the book of Job 20 verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old? since man was placed upon earth, that the trampling of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrites but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Right, because right now Esau Edom feels like they are in their heaven. They feel like they're in their rulership because that the power city is theirs, right? Because they are in control, they are the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, right? As it is written. But eventually, Job 20, verse 7. Yes, he shall perish like his yes, he shall perish forever, like his own dung. And they which have seen him shall say, where is he? When eventually Esau Edom is going to fall, right? Fall to the earth. And all none of the nations are going to be able to going to behold him again. Because he will lose all his power, okay, his rulership and everything. And he will fall to his position as the greatest of men. That's why they will say, where is he? Because he will no longer be on that power seat. He will no longer be in his heaven. Job 20 verse 8. He shall fly away as a dream. He shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Right, these devils are going to be put out of the are going to be put out literally. Okay, no longer dwelling among men. Like I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Like I was saying, these devils will be put out, no longer dwelling among men. I don't know what I meant to say. But yeah, man, once he saw them is taken down and taken out of power, right? As it's written, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first, right? And so our people are put back and restored in the power seat, in the rulership where we belong, right? These devils will be cast down and will be at the bottom. They will not be the ones at the bottom. They will not be the ones serving harsh captivity. And eventually, it's written that Esau Edom will be destroyed, right? So let's get that in the book of Obadiah. So this is the book of Obadiah 1, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. Hey, so with that, once again, I'll praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakakodah. Let's look at it. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakakodah. Wa Abad Babal Shalom. So what are you about Yahushai?